Welcome everybody into another backtesting session. We are starting with the week from the 18th of April, Monday, which in Europe was public holiday because it was the Monday after Easter, but during the in America it was not, so the market was open. We don't have any report. Let's see, on Tuesday we will have only building permits. On Wednesday, home sales. Thursday, jobless claims. And Friday, some PMIs. Not really a strong week, that we can expect some strong movement from the fundamental reports, but I mean, it's going to be as usual with the price action. So starting from Monday, we are now into New York Open. We have these lows, we have these highs, we actually have this key level. The volume is not that much, but we have this PSA of interest, which for buys and sells, and not even, because after the 820 this would be the high. Yeah, it might actually be like not really that strong, but if we retest the level, we might take into consideration buys. For example, one buy over here. Okay, which would, yeah, probably not yet. Yeah, but it will end up being a loss. So of course now the next set of buys is about there. Now we might be looking for sells below these lows, below the key level. Let's see, strong, very slow price action. Price retested these lows multiple times. We might take this high risk, high reward entry, not a lot of volume. So this is just a possible optional entry, yeah, which will end up being a loss. Previous highs, possible buys, these lows for possible sells. Yeah, price not really convincing, and the only sells will happen after this area, which will be a sell below the key level. I don't know if that entry will probably be a win, 88.3. Yeah, should basically be 45 pips, but yeah, it was not an entry. So very slow Monday, which will end up with 2 losses. So very avoidable losses, I would say, but still nonetheless part of the setup. Let's move into Tuesday. Our Tuesday is the 19th of April. So we are now coming into New York Open. We have these highs and lows. Okay, now this is the 8:20 AM, so after this spike of volume, now we are actually looking for trade ideas. Okay, so we are strongly breaking below aggressively. Let's see if we have a retest of these lows. No, it's simply retesting this PPL and then continuing down. Now we are retesting the key level and then continuation down. We might take the break below this key level. Yeah, so there would be a possible entry, high risk, high reward entry at this candle close, which would end up probably being in profits. So yeah, let me just, this is a win. Okay, let's move to the next one. That's second part of the same day. So as you can see, we took aggressive sells at the breakout of the key level, which was this area, strong price action, strong volume. Now we have this next set of sells below these lows. Yeah, which will be this end sells, and it will go into profits. Okay, very good. Now next set will be below these lows. This previous PSA, we have these lows. Okay, possible high risk, high reward buys above here, or safest above that level. Okay, yeah, not really pushing up. Now we might take into consideration these sells. We're coming into New York Stock Exchange opening. Action. This is after New York Stock Exchange. We are actually breaking stronger candle, so that might be a confirmation for the bullish bias. So let's see. Not looking promising. Let's see if it bounces. Yes, it bounces on the opposite side. That will be another loss. Now let's see if we finally have the breakout below these lows as we wanted from here. Okay, New York Stock Exchange is pushing up. Let's see if now that would be the time of the thing. Otherwise, we're simply stuck into a range and we're just wasting bullets. Yeah, not this time is actually a win, so it makes up for all the previous losses. Very good. Also the safest entry above this area and above these previous highs was perfect. Now let's see if we have a continuation above here. Okay, bouncing from the key level, and we are now seeing a possible correction down below after the price is making a new lower low. So we might take some high risk, high reward sells from this area if we want to still try to take high risk, high reward entries. Yeah, which will be profitable. 3.5. That will be profitable. A little bit of drawdown, but still safe. Next set will be only below these lows. Very, I don't know, quite risky because it's already late. This would have been also another entry, very good entry. And let's see now if we have a clean retest of this area. We might take this entry after this correction. So we might take this candle, expecting the momentum to continue down. And I'm not sure if that would be a loss or a win. If I'm taking the entry over there at the retest of this candle, then we're still safe. And then we're going to profits, yes. Okay. So actually very good end of the day. Let's move on to the next one. So now we are on the 19th. Oh, no, we are coming. It's the last part. So we took this one that went into profits. Let's see if the price is actually giving us a retest of these lows or simply continuation down. Let's see if we have a breakout of these lows. Yeah, now the volume is very slow. So yeah, no entry. Let's just continue. The 20th Wednesday, we said, did we have anything at all? The CPI in Canada and will be higher than previous, so might push gold down and some minor USD data. So let's see. A20. Yeah, this price action, we have these previous highs. So these are the trade ideas. So price is breaking and retesting. Okay, very messy. Yeah, and ends up being a loss. Bouncing from the key level. This will be the last lower low. Let's see now where the price is going. It's staying down, so we might have a continuation sells. No, actually the opposite. Bullish price action. Possible very high risk high reward buy over here. That's good not to take it. Okay, we are now getting this support. Price action, breaking down, retesting but closing above. It's quite sketchy price action. Coming into New York Stock Exchange opening. This candle retesting could have been quite good. I'm not sure if then the price will continue down. Let's see. Okay, still safe. Only 30 pips. Price is breaking down below, retracing all the way up. So that will end up being a loss. Was here. Quite unlucky. Only like 37 pips. Now let's see if we have a possible continuation up above these highs. That will be a loss so far. Let's see, not really sure about it. Yeah, it might be already a loss because the price was stopping these previous lows and not the last one, which is the mistake that I'm making lately. Let's see, yeah, it will push up enough from here. That will be a profitable. This one, I think that will be a loss. 48, 7, 4, okay, see, yeah, already this will be a loss and this one a win. Okay, so yes, that was it. Let's see now if we have another screenshot with the rest of the day. I'm not completely sure about it. Okay, yes, after 4:30, so we saw this push and this one. So very sketchy price action. We have these lows on the left hand side. Only place to possible look for sells. Let's see now if we create a price action over there. Okay, price is failing to break above. We might have a very high risk high reward sells already. Still okay, and now it's a loss. For the rejection, yeah, and the price is dying down. I mean, it was actually very late, so that's not actually an entry, but yeah. Okay, it was well after New York Stock Exchange, London close. Now let's move on to the next one. 21st of April, Thursday, we have the jobless claims. Okay, so now this is the time. As you can see over here, we have these last lows, we have these previous highs, this over here. But also have high risk high reward sells below these lows. And let's see, the jobless claims are coming better than previous, but worse than expected. action from the markets. We are breaking and retesting these lows, these highs. So yeah, this was the release. Break and retest of the highs might be an entry, can be a rush entry and get faked out, but yeah, that's the price action. Okay, yeah, it looks like the price will continue up, and we're going to see later. I think for now I'm putting it as a win, because it looks like it will go at least one PPL more. I did this because I didn't want to get spoiled by from the following price action. So now let's see the next one. Okay, so yes, the price action was break and retest of these highs. So yeah, it will definitely go into profits. Then let's see, we have this last high, possible continuation buys. You might want to take into consideration also these lows, high risk, high reward. Let's see, we are now staying above, not really convincingly, I would say. Price is hovering down, but yeah, if you wanted to take the first entry, that would be it, which would be a loss. Next set of buys above the key level. Okay, I want to see a convincing breakout. Otherwise, multiple failure to break. I might now really want to take these sells if that happens. Okay, break and retest of these lows, high risk, high reward entry. Let's see if it continues down. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I will need a little bit more. Yes, and that will be a profit. Entry. Even better would have been the retest of this previous one, but yeah, we're still safe, and that's a profitable trade. Price is staying below these lows. That's good. Now let's see if we stay below these lows for possible continuation. Sells. Okay, now we are pushing up. And it's not really happening anything else. So this was the second part of the day. We took 3 trades and was 2 wins and 1 loss, which is absolutely great. Let's continue with Friday. Friday is the 21st, so this is the still a continuation. Okay, doesn't really matter. Okay, now it's Friday the 22nd. We said that we didn't have any news of week. We had some PMIs. Okay, no, this is GBP. Okay, yeah. After New York Stock Exchange is opening, so let's wait. We have this strong price action is right at New York Open, so it's quite sketchy. And it's not something that I take. I wait for the 8:20 AM Eastern. You can also see that the retest would not have been of these lows, but would have been of this previous PSA, which would have been the best entry, as you can see. Not taking it, but this is the best entry, and not this one. It's something that I want to really understand. And then we have the continuation. And we're now coming at 8:20 AM Eastern. We have these previous lows still, but I'm not really taking that entry directly. I would love to see this one, or this one. Okay, let's see if we have a retest, which we might take advantage of. Yeah, looks like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would have been a win. Very, very aggressively, I would say also. So that would have been pretty good. And yeah, we might have a continuation of all these highs. High risk, high reward. Of course, I don't know if that's a win already. So far it's still a simple trade. I want to really see the price breaking above the key level for it to continue down up, but yeah, it will end up being a loss. Okay, one win and one loss. You can see that the price, after breaking below these lows, is retesting it, and then that's the continuation. High risk, high reward. We might have some higher risk, high reward sells below these lows as well. If that's the continuation, possible high risk, high reward entry, and no, that would be a loss. Still better than entering below these lows, so still more room to take advantage of the movement. Now let's see the next price action, following price action. Okay, yeah, this would have been a nice bounce. I was not looking at it. So after this rejection, yes, this is the next set of buys. So we might take these buys over there. This would have been a breakout retest of the last low, so we could have had this trade taken. Let's see now if we have a buys above there and the continuation. There you go. That would have been the trade idea over there to win. Let's see now the continuation. Yeah, okay. So it's 2 wins and 2 losses. I could have had also another win. Let's see now the last part of this Friday. Okay, so I took this buy and took the win. There you go. Pushing up. Also, I think it's expecting the report. Yeah, a lot of volatility. We have these lows, we have these highs. Possible sells and buys. Might also see these buys. Let's see now. The PMI is, some are bad, one is good, 2 are very bad, services and composite. And only one is good. So now let's see the price action. What is the market choosing? We might take even high risk, high reward sells. That would have been the buy. So yes, better not to take it. No breakout yet. Or simply, this would have been the bounce from the bullish one. So let's see the real price action. See if we have a retest of these lows. Yes, that will be the possible sells with a clear breakout. Will still be a loss, and that's okay. But at least it's the trade setup. Now we are seeing the movement, 10 AM candle. Let's see now if we can have some further continuation down. Okay, looks like the price is now staying below. Staying below these lows. Which probably will go into profits. Yes. Okay, but also the retest of this level would have been the good entry. Retest of these lows. And price is simply breaking down. Now we are moving on, and that's London close, so nothing really much to say. And yeah, and that's close of the week. I think that was a quite profitable week. Nice week. Let's have a quick recap of it. So, 2 losses, 1 win, 5 wins. Yeah, this Tuesday was very good. Break even, no trade, 1 win, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, could have been 3 wins and 2 losses, 1 win. I think it's slightly profitable, but not that. It's profitable for sure, but not that much. So minus 30, plus 15, 0, minus 15, plus 30, plus 120, 165, 150, 135, 120, 165, and 2 and 10, 255, 240, 210, 255, 300, 345, 330. Yeah, 330 pips is still a very profitable week. So yeah, that was it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed and see you next time. Welcome back everybody into another backtesting session. We left with the, I think was some Friday the 22nd, I would say. Yeah, and we're going to start with the last week of April and the beginning of March. So let's see, 25th of April is simply an Italian holiday. We have some medium impact news. Then we have on Tuesday doable good orders, high impact. And let's see, on Wednesday the 27th of April, not really impacting reports. On the 28th, let's see, we have the jobless claims, GDP, and the core PCE. So which means that on Friday we're going to have the actual PCE data. Full of the reports also from the European Union. Yeah, we have the PCE on Friday 29th of April and the mature consumer sentiment. And then the next week we're going to have the NFP. So let's get into the Monday. We're not expecting anything really happening. This Chicago Fed National Activity Index can affect a little bit the market, but let's have a look at it later. So let's dig into the simple price action market structure as always. So let's see where the price is coming from. Wow, it's opening already very, very bearish the market. So we're coming into New York open. This is New York open over here. So we have these clear lows. Sorry, let me make it smaller. We have these clear lows and these clear highs where we could, with these possible trade ideas. Okay, we're coming into probably, not yet 8:20 AM Eastern, but this could also already be a possible high risk high reward first trade of the week. And probably if I saw the trend, it's going to be a loss, but let's see. The price action, no, it's actually a win, very nice. And that's simple price action, a little bit earlier, but the volume and the direction is absolutely clear and already in the charts. And waiting for the 820 would have been missing out on this move. So let's see now, we could have possible further continuation down below these lows. We are now retesting the key level. We might also have a pullback to these previous highs and then a continuation bearish, otherwise a simple continuation bearish. So let's see the actual price action. Safest entry only below these lows. Yeah, its price is staying below. We might want to take it. It's a second high risk reward entry, not a lot of volume, so it's not that clear. So but still might be high risk entry we might take. Yeah, now we have the Dallas index, which is coming out, which was on Monday. Chicago, this one is coming out worse than previous one, but way better than expected. So let's see if it actually has an impact. Okay, this one so far would be a loss. price is staying above these lows, we could have higher risk, high reward buys set up over here at this retest. It's very, very tricky, I would say, but it might be this correction. So let's see the actual continuation. Yeah, it will continue up 30 pips and then failing to break above this previous rejection point. Not really liking this rejection, because if the price now breaks below, that's my possible, yeah, could be the continuation down. This one, I will need to check it if the entry at the key level would be a win, because this is 37 pips. Need to check if this one is actually enough. Now we are aggressively breaking down below. We might have a retest of these lows again and then a continuation down. Okay, yeah, price is quite ranging. Having the new 4-hour candle is breaking and retesting these highs, which might possibly be a possible further entry on the upside. Okay, this time it's for sure a win. Okay, so this one is for sure a win. Price is continuing. Now we are breaking above these highs, retesting them for possible continuation up. And let's see now. This might also be another retest. And so far the price is ranging. So let's want to see this one. The key level is 1897. I will need 1901 or 1.5, which we don't get. Yeah, we don't get. So this will be a very unlucky loss. Very unlucky loss, but then another win. Let's see now in the next one if this last trade idea, the safest entry, will be a win. So let's remove this one. Let's see for the next one. So we were coming over here. Okay, so the 25th. Is the same, yes, but we left at 320. Okay, so we're coming over here. So this was the safest entry that we were looking at. Sorry. Okay, so we were talking about this possible entry. Let's see if it pushes 40 pips. We might see a continuation down, breaking down below. Yes, so this one will be a loss. And yeah, now price is staying below. We might have, of course, we are still in the trade, so we cannot take these sells. So now we have very strong bearish momentum. We'll be looking for these buys and sells. I would love to see some market structure forming over there, and then the price breaking down below. Yes, that's exactly the market structure that I want to see. And if the price is actually breaking below with the lot of volume, then I might take sells. Higher risk, high reward buys will only also be above these previous highs and the key level. But still, you can see that there's no conviction and the price is actually going very, very bearish. And we might take the continuation bearish with this momentum and volume below these lows. As you can see, the key level gave us strong, a very strong market structure area where it's likely that the price will break out and retest it. If it is actually breaking out, as you can see, breaking out, retesting these lows, we might have our perfect entry over there. Let's see. At this point, we don't really care about the price going up or down. This is our setup, and that's simply it. Let's see this time. Yeah, this time price doesn't go all the way down enough, and that will be a loss. and that's okay. We can see that the price bounced from these lows, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not really sure now what would be the price action for possible buys. If the price is continuation bullish, I will only take sells below these lows. Safest buys only above, I would say, the key level, but I want to see the price action. So here, for example, if I wanted to take another entry, and I remember, probably simply as per setup, I would have taken these sells, which would have resulted in another loss. So that's okay. At the end of the day, I don't remember if that would have been a total win with also the previous one. So this one, yeah, we have 2 wins, so 90 pips, and 2, yeah, would be like up 15 pips, something like that. So not really much, but yes, at least it's not a loss. And let's continue with Tuesday the 26th, coming into New York open over here. So let's see, we have these lows at the key level. So far we have these highs, but I will take and analyze the most recent price action, price sensitivity area. Now we have the first volume spike with the 8:20 AM instant prices staying below. As you can see, it retested this last low, and let's see if we can break below and then retest in this area more convincingly. Price is staying below this key level, so we might want to take now, after this strong bullish candle, we might want to take, for example, this entry for possible continuation, for possible, it's actually the start of the trend, because the trend is not started yet, so that will be taking the high risk high reward entry, but yeah, it could result in with a loss, which was over here. Let's see now if the price is actually now going bullish, or are we breaking it again? And let's see if we actually have a nice retest of these lows. Not much of volume, not much of momentum, so also that's why I'm not taking looking for any entry. Let's see if we also have now. I would love to see the retest of these highs, not simply these ones. Probably, I mean, they're so close that the single candle will retest all of them, breaking above these highs. Now, for example, in this case, that would be quite sketchy. Do I want to take this retest or wait for the full one? Yeah, so for example, after the price is tapping these highs, in this case, I will, take this entry. Let's see. As you can see, price is now giving me an opportunity to be safe. Okay, the price is not breaking below this low, so that's okay. It's not breaking below my entry. So now I only want to see the price breaking above this level to see the price going into profits, but it's not up to me, but it's actually doing so. That's very good. Simply trusting the setup as expected. That's good. Now we might have a retest of these lows for possible continuation bullish. We're coming now with this was New York Stock Exchange opening. We might have the retest of these lows, and we might want to take the continuation buy. And in this case, that will be a loss. There you go. Now let's see if we have a full correction staying below these lows. Could already be a possible high risk high reward sell. So let me adjust this. Okay, this could be a high risk high reward sell already. Otherwise, might have cleaner price action below these lows over here. Okay, very good. Now let's see if we have a continuation up. The price is quite in a range. There was no price action here to take buys, and the price is not breaking above, so that's why there was no entry. Now we might have further confirmation that the price is staying below. We might want to take high risk high reward sells over here if we want to be take risk. That's a very high risk, otherwise the sells will be safe below there. And let's see. So we're going to see it in the next one, how the price is reacting. So far this one I will cancel it, but we're going to see the same entry with the next slides, if that's actually going to be a win or not. Okay, so we said that we took this entry. So we had this retest, the retest of these lows, and we actually took this entry over here. And now let's see, this is already 37 pips. I would want to tap this level to have possible TP hit, otherwise buys above there. Okay, this is a nice confirmation because it's showing me that the price is reacting and rejecting these lows. I don't really want them to break up. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is actually a win. That's very good. Now let's see if we are breaking below. Now we are staying below these lows, as you can see, and we can have possible continuation sells, especially below the key level. Okay, price is bouncing. Price action is quite sketchy, it's getting already quite a bit late. Let's see if we have a breakout above for possible high risk high reward buys. Yeah, not really showing any strength. If we were to take this same idea, this would have been a loss. And that's okay. So that's perfect. Let's continue and move on with Wednesday. Okay, the 27th of April. I don't remember what we had on Wednesday. We had the consumer confidence at 4. Did it affect much? Not really impacting. So yeah, it brought us to the TP, but yeah, not really that relevant. Wednesday we have nothing. We have nothing. On Thursday we will have the actual PCE. So coming into New York Open over here, market structure is quite clear. With these lows we want to see broken. So far price is staying above these previous highs, but I want to see some market structure forming for possible buys. Okay, for example here is now almost 8:20 AM Eastern. We could take this aggressive breakout and retest of these previous highs over here. Let's see if it's going to profits or it's actually a loss. Very slow volume drawdown. We're liking drawdown 9-10 pips. Not really something that we would love to see, but we want to see price now breaking above, is actually breaking below, so that will end up being a loss. Okay, now let's see if we have a full correction below these lows. Only buys above these levels. Let's see. Okay, retesting these order block lows might be high risk high reward sell, but not really want to take it. I don't really like the volume and the fact that we are in a sort of range, but it looks like that if this PPL is holding, it might be a sell scalp opportunity, which is actually happening. Yeah, also I mean, simple with having the confirmation, not here, but when the price is actually breaking below this level, retesting it, that's so far I'm not sure if that's a win, because from here still not 45 pips. Yeah, that's 45 pips, and then we have the further sells below these lows. So as you can see here, don't have to rush it, because it's most likely it will go into profits, but still it was tempting to enter already over there. We have a retest of these lows for possible continuation sells. Okay, yes, that will be another win. Very good. This is not even 10 pips, so that's okay. Price now then is staying below these lows. Your stock exchange is coming. Staying below this low, we might go and retest these ones. We have a quick tap of the level, which might be, I would prefer a candle close over there for an entry. For example, here now the price is having a double bottom, so the price is not really trending. So I would prefer sells below these lows now. Yes, but you can see that an entry over here will still be safe below these lows as expected, or even the retest over there. So let's continue with the next slide, which is later the same day. Okay. So we were looking at this trade idea, we took that one. Okay, that's okay. Now then we were looking at these sells below these lows, so we wanted a retest. This will be very fast tap of the area. Oops, closing, still closing below this week. So an entry over here would actually be reasonable. An entry would be at this BPL. Would actually be very close to be stopped out, but it's actually being respected and then goes into profits. So this entry and the candle close, having into consideration also, we would have these lows, but the fact that we are closing below this lower week is actually a further confirmation. So now let's see at this level for possible continuation of sells, only buys above these levels. Okay, here there was no real strong confirmation. We're not at any PSA for entering. Now we are rejecting these previous lows. Let's see, if we have a bullish candle closing over there, we might want to take a sell. Yeah, but that's not really what we are seeing. We might start to see the first correction phase. Okay, price is tempting me to take a sell as per original trade idea. The fact that now we have lots of bearish candles and but still the price is trending and staying above this high, we might see a continuation up. So that's risky because now we have a market structure which tells us that possible breakout of this high means a buy, and yeah, sells is not really what I want to take. I would want to see the sells, yes, but then take the sells only if we break below these lows or these ones for confirmations. Okay, you can see price is now staying below. That's where we might want to take aggressive sells, which end up into a loss. And that's okay, that's absolutely okay. Now, mainly it's about where do we take the buys. Yeah, I'll mainly take it above these highs if we have a full correction, but I need the price to actually break in a nice manner, because it looks like we are sort of ranging so far. So let's see. Okay, almost London close. We are now staying below these previous lows. We might have possible sells, but the safest will be over there. But it's coming London close, so not probably taking any trade. So yes, that's simply the volume dying down, no more direction. Let's see now with with the next one. We're coming into a Thursday with PCE, some very relevant news. So we're coming at here, 820, we have this PSA. We still don't have any lows so far, so it looks like it might be this one. So let's see the PCE, how it's coming up. So we have jobless claims as expected, better than previous one. GDP is very worse, a lot. It's absolutely shockingly worse. Analyzed, this one is good, but the most impacting is minus 1.4, which is very bad. And this is one thing that might say that the Fed needs to tackle down, to review the policy on interest rate hikes, because it is actually affecting the economy quite a lot. And yeah, PCE still increasing, but not as much as expected. So let's see the reaction of the markets. So yeah, that's definitely the structure. This is the candle reaction. We're staying above these previous highs. Let's see now if we were to take an entry, very aggressive entry over there, since we are bullish in its bias. Yeah, that would be absolutely good. Any entry over there would be okay. Now let's see if we have a full retest. For example, over here, we want to take the buy again at the retest of these lows, of these highs. Okay, yeah, it looks like we got a correction, not enough juice for the continuation up. Now we are staying below these lows, so you can see pretty clearly that the price retested these lows and then is closing down. So that's a strong rejection. That's where we might see the continuation sells from there. Bouncing from these lows. Where would I take further sells? Further sells only safest below these lows so far, or these ones. So far no buys. I will not consider further buys. Okay, but now we are creating some market structure, so we might want to see this kind of breakout. With the retest of these lows, as you can see over here, this is the retest. It might give us the breakout and the correction up. Okay, yes, and it will actually go into profits. That's very good. Set of buys. Possibly set it over there. In this case, yeah, that would be a loss. And that's okay. Sales. It's quite hard for me to see them, apart from seeing them over here. This would have been the first high risk high reward sells. I will now possibly take into consideration these sells below here. We're coming at, yeah, we're after the 10 AM candle. We don't have anything, right? Yeah, we don't have anything. Yeah, and that's a possible break and retest of these lows and a full correction. Looks like it, and we're going to see it. This entry, we are going to take it, but we're going to see it in the next slide. Okay, so we said the 29th. Okay, so I don't have it. I don't have that entry over there. this entry. 87. Yeah, we don't know if that will go to 83. Okay, just give me a second. So yes, as you can see here, if we were to take this entry over here at the break and retest of these lows, especially with this lower wick, that will only go 35 pips and then we'll go into a loss. Before them pushing down a little bit, but yes, it will end up being a loss, not even a win after a while. So yes, that was the trade idea. So let me quickly edit it. Okay, like this. Very good. So now we're coming into Friday the 29th, and that's when we have the actual PCE coming up. Okay, so we are coming into New York open over here. We have these previous highs and now these lows. Because we're not entering before the news. As you can see, we already had a break and retest, which we could have taken, but I mean, before such important news is never good to do that. Now it's coming up in the report. So on Friday, the high impact, the PCE is decreasing, but this one is actually increasing. Okay, the core is decreasing, but the regular one is increasing. So we might have a mixed data. As you can see, if we were to take simply the entry as per price action, this would have been a win, but of course I would not take an entry before impacting news. And still, as you can see, mixed data, we don't know how the market will react. We might have buys and buys, as well as sells below these lows. Oopsie. Okay. Let's see, now price is failing to break. Now it's breaking. Let's see if we have a retest. We might take high risk, high reward sells over there. Okay, which will be faked out. Very good. Okay, and now next set of cells below these lows. We now are creating a market structure for possible high risk, high reward buys. Let's see. Price now staying below. We're coming into new. This is the new 4-hour candle. Let's see if we have a retest of these lows on the key level. Yeah, we might have this retest. If we are impatient and we don't want to miss out, otherwise we will wait a retest for these lows. Yeah, which will be actually better. This one will still be live, but any week will take us out. Either one of those would be, in this case, would have been both losses. And let's see now if we have actually a breakout below these lows. Finally, the pressure looks very, very strong for the bearish side. And when we have the breakout, it's actually quite aggressive. I would still want to see the retest of these lows. But looks like the price is not giving us the opportunity. I'm not really confident in entering over here after this strong pullback. Still, if I were to take, let's see how it will be. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to take it, because it's after this strong price action closing above these lows. That's really not the break and retest that I want to take. It will be actually an end of pullback, then not something that I want to trade. Let's see now if we have a continuation up. We might have a quick retest of this PSA, or as we might have seen over here, this might be a possible high risk, high reward buys. This is something that I would love to trade even more than that sells. And let's see if it's actually a continuation up. So we're now into the new 10 a.m. We're going to take this entry in the next slide on the dot, so don't worry about that. Okay, so now let's see how it will end up being. So we took the one at the 10 a.m. which was the retest of these previous highs. So let's see. Okay, we took this one. So let's see if that is a loss or a win. Okay, we saw a small pullback. Yeah, and this would be a loss. Let's see if now we have a continuation buy above these highs, or are we seeing a full correction? Now, if we create a structure and then we break and retest these lows, we might get sells. Okay, market, the structure is formed. Let's see now if we actually break above, break below. Okay, now we're actually breaking above these highs, which can give us a quick retest and a continuation up. We're also coming into London close at on Friday, so it's quite risky to take another trade. Yes, and that will be the case, because it will be probably unnecessary loss. Let's see if the market structure, yeah, it's now London close. We had a break, a retest of these lows, and for example this entry now would have been profitable, maybe not. Yes, so simply price action, very sketchy. So let's have a quick look at the week that we just ended. So we started with 2 wins, 2 losses. 2 wins, 5 losses, 3 wins. So let's count the wins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's quite bad, I would say. 17 times 15, it's 255, while 45 times 9, still a profitable week, 150 pips, and that's good. We also missed this entry. We also took some unnecessary trades. This entry we missed, and yeah, that was still a profitable week. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I see you next time. Welcome everybody into another backtesting session. We are starting now the week, which is the first week of May. We ended up with the, I think it was the 29th, or 28th of April. I think it was the 29th. And we're now starting the week that will lead to NFP. So we have first a full Monday with PMIs, ISM and S&P. On Tuesday we have the JOLTS job opening at 4 p.m. On Wednesday we have the usual early ADP, some trade balance, some further PMIs. We have the press conference and monetary policy on the Wednesday the 4th. I don't know if we will have it. It looks like we have the first 0.5 interest rate hike. Then on Thursday, jobless claims, and then to close off the week, of course, the unemployment rate and the NFP to actually close off the Friday. So let's start with Monday and let's get into it. So as you can see, Monday, May the 2nd. Yeah, this is the carpet. Okay, so coming into New York Open, we have these last PSAs for possible reference for sales. Of course, it's still early, but my trade ideas would mainly be this for now. Strong rejection, waiting for the 8:20 AM Eastern. We have already a spike down. This is probably the 8:20. We could take a retest of this level. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually now. So yeah, it's actually here the 8:20 AM Eastern. So let's see if at this retest and this rejection, if we reject, otherwise we might even consider buys. Not taking any sells now, but this will be a confirmation for possible continuation sells. Not taking this sell exactly because it's before the 8:20, and it's usually the first move can be quite faking out, can be quite weird. Let's see if now we can break and retest these previous lows, for example, like here. Safest sells will only be so far below these lows. Okay, wow, and in a couple of minutes that's already a profitable one. So this trade would have been a win. Let's see if we now have a retest of these lows again. Okay, so far we tapped into the top wick. Let's see if now we have a better retest of this level. We see we tapped it. So now let's see if we have further continuation down. Okay, yeah, it goes 45 pips. That's the second win. Okay, price is now retesting these lows. So we could have also had this possible high risk high reward entry. But anyway, yes, that would have been a win. Let's see further price action. Looks like the price is simply going down, then a little bit of a pullback. And let's see the continuation of this day. Remember that we have the actual PMIs coming right after New York Stock Exchange opening. So let's see. So we are coming down. So we saw these last lows. Only buys would be above there. Possible sells. Possible safer sells below these lows. For example, if I had to take this entry, in this case, that would have been a loss. Where is it? Over here, that would be a loss. We have a bounce. Let's see now if we have a super rejection. Let's see if we have also a very high risk high reward sell will be below this last low. Okay, let's see if we have a retest of it. Yeah, it doesn't look like. We have now a retest of these previous lows, which might be our entry. Okay, we'll still be safe so far, and looks like we might go into profits. Okay, yes, so that will be a profitable trade. Yeah, if it's staying below, yes, that's absolutely a profitable trade. This entry over there. Continue down. We see that price is staying below these lows. We're now approaching the PMIs. We can see now PMIs are quite bad. So overall, the first one is a 59.2 compared to 59.7. Not much of a difference. So I might wait for the 10 AM for the actual reaction, which is actually, let's see, the ISM is still decreasing. All of them are decreasing. The employment is decreasing way more than the previous one. So we might have a bullish bias on gold, especially if we manage to break the size of the above these eyes, or safest above this. These ones only sells will be with a clear cut break and retest below the key level lows. We might want to take this entry. actually can manage to push above. Okay, it looks like it, yeah, and that will be a win. And that's probably also the last trade of the day. Yeah, we want to see price breaking above. Yeah, but there's not enough volume. So let's move on into a Tuesday. Okay, coming into the 3rd of May. This is early. This is New York Open. So we have it's not a recent, but it's during the London. We have this is most recent lows. This is the last low. It's also a key level. But also always, as always, let's see at 8:20 AM Eastern what is the price action showing us. You see price is breaking down, but not giving us any retest. So we want to see if we can create a market structure and possibly break below these lows. As you can see, retesting these lows, which might be a possible high risk high reward trade idea for sellers. Okay. Wow, nice retest actually. Nice retest of these highs. Only buys will be above these highs. On Tuesday we didn't have anything, right? Yeah, we had the jobs at 4. So let's see if it's actually giving us some nice price action. Okay, we're coming now into the new 4-hour candle. So let's see if we have a breaker test of these highs. We might take the entry. So let's say we take an entry as close as possible over there. That will be a loss. And that's okay. Retesting. Okay, now we are breaking above with some further momentum. Okay, it's not really looking that sharp, but let's see this trade idea, how it plays out. 30, yeah, that will actually go into profits. Very good. Very good. I think we don't have anything. Yeah. So now, oopsie. Let's move to the next one, which is the same day but later on with the 10 AM. Also, we have to be careful for the jobs opening. So okay, we took this buy, which was a win. Now our trade ideas is these lows, these highs. Now we're waiting for the jobs opening. The jobs are showing much better than expected. Still a little bit lower than previous one. Should be a good good numbers for the USD. So that's where we might take sells, especially below these lows. Only buys above these highs. Okay, let's see, this will be our retest. Okay, which will go into profits. Okay, and I think, yeah, we could close the day off like this. Very good. So let's move on to the next one. So it's a Wednesday. We have the ADP very soon. We have the ADP at probably these candles at 8:30 AM Eastern. Let's see the data. ADP, it's very weak, I would say. So we might expect a bullish push, but let's see the price action. We are now breaking below. Let's see if we have a nice retest of these lows. Yeah, not really convincing. We might have a spike up, otherwise I would love to take sells below these lows. The only safest would be below there. Okay, do we have a retest? This might be a retest. Okay, yeah, no real candle closing at our lows. ready to take buys if there's a price action showing us some strength. Okay. And now we are closing, breaking and retesting these lows, the possible continuation down. Okay, very sketchy price action, I would say. Let's see if we have a retest of these lows for a possible entry, or even entering straight away over here. Okay. Yeah, that will be probably a loss already. Okay, we also had the PMIs that I missed already. Coming up good, but this one coming up bad, worse. So it's a little bit of mixed data. So yeah, no real point trading further. Okay, so now let's see on Thursday. So let's what is this? Yeah, this is the last. Okay, so this is actually FOMC. So okay, so I took the screenshot of the interest rate decision. So we can see that the interest rate was high as expected. So 0.5, no surprise. We were having these PSAs. So let's see if prices can give us some nice retest. So possibly this buy will be a high risk high reward buy, which will be a win. Yes, if the entry is as that close, it should be a win. Let's see if we have a retest of these lows, of these highs, and a continuation. Yeah, not really convincing. Further buy. Pushing up. Do we break above the key level in a convincing manner? This one could have actually been a loss, so let's be fair with it. Very strong candle. Let's see if we have a correction of these lows. To breaking down below these lows. Yeah, the retest is retesting these lower wicks. So this is quite actually very dangerous entry, because we are retesting these lower wicks and not waiting for the retest of this PPL. So we might get burned about it, or yeah, or we could have missed the move. So that's why the entry. Now we are retesting these lows. Might be another high risk high reward entry straight away. After ready to wins, we might take this sell, which would actually be a loss, so that's okay. Okay, let me cancel this. Yeah, it's okay. Now further rejection. Let's see if we have a retest of these highs. This might be a continuation buy. Yes, that will actually be a win. Crazy spike up. Very good. Now I would love to take a retest of these lows. I don't know if we have it. So let's see. So yeah, we had this breakout. Also breaking up, so we have a retest of these lows. We might take buys. Okay, retesting these highs and continuation. Let's see, this might be. I would love to wait for the retest of these lows, but yeah, we are seeing price action slowing down, so it might be the continuation that we were looking for. Yeah, is actually, I think it's already a win. Yeah, that's definitely a win. Very good. Next set of buys only above this last high, but it's also getting late. So let's see the actual price action. Yeah, now we might be getting late. Sells. Retest of the last low. Let's see if we now can break below and retest briefly. We might take a high risk, super high risk reward. That's to close off the day. Sell, yeah, which will actually be a loss. Okay, so yeah, let's see the price action. What do we do? Nothing really important. So that was FMC, so that was good trading. Let's move on to the next day, which is a Thursday. The 5th of May, we had jobless claims. Jobless claims coming up a little worse than expected, but still better than prior. But let's see. This is New York open. We have these lows. Over here we have these highs possibly being retested. Okay, now let's see if we retest already these lows, these highs before moving up. So as you can see, yeah, like here, we could take high risk reward buys. Let's see if there's enough liquidity. This one will probably be a loss already. Yeah, that's definitely a loss. Price is bouncing from these lows. Let's see now if we can have further trade idea above there. So as you can see, price tapping these lows. Okay, yeah, it will move into profits. Very good. That's why we have to be flexible and enter also at the live candle, or even enter the candle close. So that will make it. And yes, this could be a possible PSA of retest. Okay, yeah, and that will be a loss. Let's see now, after breaking below these lows, we might retest these lows. So let's see. Maybe take this high risk high reward entry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that will be 50 pips. So that's a win. Let's see. Price action is slowing down. We might take high risk high reward sells. And that will be another win. Very good. Or here, or even there, yeah, that will be the same thing. Same trade idea. Now, then we have a break retest of this previous PSA. Done. Let's see. Yeah, possible further entry. Which will go for another win. Okay, so now let's see if happening. Of course, we could have taken also this retest low, the retest of these lows and the key level, possible continuation sells. Let's see now. Okay, so we were just talking about the retest of these lows. Now let's see if the simple price action is continuing down. Okay, we might take this retest of these lows. For example, entering over there. Not really liking this price action after all this movement. So, but still that will be high risk, high reward entry. And it will go into profits. So, always good to take entry. Anyway, because you never know what the price is going to do. And yeah, probably continuation down. We have a bounce. And would I consider buys? Probably some high risk, high reward buys above this level. And the candle didn't close at the level, so it's quite sketchy. Probably, yeah, but it's giving us this opportunity over here to lose some of our profits. So that's okay. Only continuation below these lows now. Okay, yeah, I think we have another part of the chart. So let's see. Okay, so we said below this, what lows were we talking about? Below this one, so which is a single candle 437. Yeah, okay, so we didn't even, yeah, I didn't take the screenshot, but as you can see, price will take trade below these lows, giving us an entry. 10 pips would be very at the limit, but will still be a profitable one, giving you further safe trade below these lows, which will still be profitable over here. So that will be the safest. Yeah, that will go into profits, but that will be after the actual London close. So yeah, but that will be the case. So let's now move into NFP Friday and the close of the week. So NFP. So now we're coming into Friday and it's NFP day, and we are of course waiting for the news to be released before taking any trade. So far the PSAs will be these two, but of course it's all very much data dependent. So now we are already seeing a spike up in the volatility. Possible trades will be above there. Let's see the release of the data. So Friday, unemployment was higher than expected. NFP was better than expected. So it could be a mixed data because this one is positive, this one is okay slash not good. So let's see if how the market will react to it. If we have a strong candle closure above these highs, we might take, for example, these buys. Okay, which will end up being a loss. And now let's see the actual. We have a full correction. Let's see if we have the safest sells below these lows, or we have possible a retest of this last low. Okay, looks like we are staying below now. Yeah, so where we could have entered would have been at the retest of these ones. So we create a brief market structure because it's actually the one that we were monitoring. And okay, so that would be the market structure, and price breaking below and then retesting it. That could have been the possible entry. And now let's let's see if we have another set of sells, especially closing below these lows, or the candle body lows. As you can see, we could have this possible after the new 4-hour candle open. Let's see if that it's okay. No, we are seeing a correction, a pullback, causing us to lose this trade. Okay, now we have New York Stock Exchange opening. We are retesting, possibly breaking and retesting this high. Yeah, for example, like this. We could take this high skyward buys, which would end up in further losses. Okay. Next set of sells only below these lows. But we have this strong possible rejection over there, which is actually causing us to lose this further trade. Let's see if we have a retest of these highs for possible continuation up. So far no. Let's see with the 10 AM candle open. Okay, so that was the retest. Buys above this high. So let's see now the next set of buys is above these highs and the key level. But not really happening. Price is staying below even after the 10 AM candle. Let's see if now this breakout can give us profitable trade. Yeah, no, not looking promising. Yeah, it's actually, it probably will go into profits. I don't know if that's 83.70.7, I would say, because it's right below. Or if the entry would have been, oh, no, yeah, I don't think the entry would have been over there. This entry 0.7, 0.6 would be, and this one would be 82.5, 82. Yeah, probably would have still been a loss. Then simply the price action is too slow for a Friday, and probably we close off the week early after this. The last here it took 4 losses and 1 win, so we're still down for the day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.